our distinguished dignitaries, maritime leaders, facilitators, mentors, seafarers, and maritime professionals joining us today. It's a matter of great privilege and pride to welcome you to inauguration of the Executive Certificate in Maritime Resilience and Human Performance. This is a special occasion for Seafarer Global, an initiative dedicated to strengthening the resilience, well-being, and human performance of our maritime community. May I request everyone to kindly remain seated as we commence the special occasion. Today, we are privileged to have with us an eminent gathering of leaders and professionals who have contributed significantly to the maritime community. We extend our respectful welcome to our distinguished inaugurator and Chief Justice Shri Shyam Jagannathan Sir, IAS, Director General of Maritime Administration and Additional Secretary to Indian Government. Our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Sanjay Bhatia Sir, retired IAS, former Secretary to Government of India, former Lokayuk Maharashtra, former Chairman Mumbai Port Trust, Kandla Port Trust, and Indian Port Association. We are honored to welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Capt. Azad, Nautical Advisor-cum-Additional Director General of Shipping, Nautical, Captain Nathan Mukesh, Deputy Nautical Advisor, Senior Deputy DG, Crew Welfare, and our esteemed special guest, Captain MP Bhasin, Chairman CMMI, Shri Kaushik Seal, President IMEI, Ms. Anjali Bapat, Regional Facilitators, Heartfulness Institute, Ms. Sanjay Sahi Gupta, Founder, Maritime, Shri EO, Member of National Shipping Board, Ms. Aishwarya Gupta Palenkar, Managing Director of Nautical Marine Management, and Vice Chairman, International Maritime Federation. We are also privileged to have with us Mr. Vikas Bonde, Regional Coordinator, Heartfulness at Work, Mr. Mukesh Patel, Heartfulness Zonal Coordinator, Mr. Prakash Pawar, Shri Ambika Yog Kutir. We extend our warmest welcome and gratitude to each of you for being with us on this special occasion, and to all the seafarer global community and maritime fraternity. Your presence makes this inauguration truly meaningful for the seafarer global community. Today also holds a very special significance as India marks its 80th Independence Day. On this proud occasion, let us begin our proceeding with the national anthem of India. May I request everybody to rise from your chairs and respect our national anthem.
Pratik, play the anthem. Share the screen. Are you able to share the screen, Pratik, and play the national anthem song?
Sure.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
So, Seafarers Global stands today as a true reflection of one man's vision, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to the seafarer community. It is his passion for seafarers' welfare that has brought us all together for this very special occasion. It's now my privilege to invite Captain Amrish Shah, founder Seafarers Global, to deliver the welcome address and share the vision behind his initiative. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Pratik. Before I start my founder's message, I would like to request Sahira if you can play the Seafarers Global video. Thank you so much, respected Shri Shyam Jagannathan ji, IAS Director General of Maritime Administration, DGMA, and Additional Secretary to the Government of India. Our distinguished chief guest, Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, IAS retired, former Secretary to the Government of India, former Up Lok Ayukt Maharashtra, and former Chairman Mumbai Kandla Port Trust and Indian Port Trust Association. Our esteemed guests of honor, Captain A.K. Azad, Nautical Advisor to the Government of India, Captain Nitin Mukesh, Deputy Nautical Advisor, distinguished special guest, Captain MP Basin, Chairman CMMI, President IMEI, Sri Kaushik Seal ji, Miss Sanjana Sahi Gupta, Mrs. Aishwarya Pilankar Gupta, our mentors, facilitators, well-wishers, and most importantly, dear seafarers joining us from across India and around the world, dear sisters and brothers from Heartfulness Institute, and colleagues joining from Sri Ambika Yokutir. A very warm welcome to all of you. Today is a deeply meaningful day for me and for the entire Seafarers Global family. What we know today as Seafarers Global began as a Seafarers India in July 2021 with a very simple thought to give back to the seafaring community. Since then, we have consistently worked through weekly mentoring sessions, leadership talk series, examinations and career guidance, and initiatives focused on the well-being and development of seafarers. We have been privileged to mentor young minds and future generation of Indian shipping. Today, our network has grown to more than 5,000 seafarers and maritime professionals, including senior officers from across the globe. But the credit for this journey doesn't belong to one person. It belongs to our mentors and our mentees. Our mentors have generously shared their time, knowledge, and experience, while our mentees have given us the opportunity to contribute to their journeys. Why do we do this? A lot of people ask these questions to us. So our philosophy has been very simple. We want the present and future generation of seafarers to be better than us. If our experience can help that the next generation avoid some of the mistakes we have made, then our efforts have been meaning. But I do not want the next generation merely to avoid our mistakes. I want them to explore newer avenues, make their own mistakes, learn from them, and move forward with a greater wisdom and confidence. That is how individuals grow. That is how professions evolve. And that is how our maritime community becomes stronger. Our journey with Heartfulness in July 2025, we took another important step when we launched Heartfulness for Seafarers, inaugurated by Shri Shyam Jagannathan ji and Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji at Acres Club Chembur, Mumbai. I remember that occasion with a deep gratitude. Since then, we have continued conducting Heartfulness session for seafarers. Today's program is a natural progression of that journey. We are now bringing together experienced maritime professionals and subject experts through a structured program that provides seafarers with the knowledge, perspective, and practical tools to strengthen resilience, well-being, leadership, and human performance. For every seafarers, this program is deliberately not restricted by rank or positions. Whether you are a cadet or a senior officer, whether you are currently sailing or working ashore, this program is for you. Because resilience, well-being, leadership, and human performance are not matters of rank. They are matters of being human. They are matters of being human. The maritime profession demands that we remain calm under pressure, make sound decisions, lead people, adapt to change, and continue performing even when circumstances are difficult. Therefore, we need to develop not only our technical competence, but also our inner strength, awareness, leadership, and human excellence, the spirit of giving back. Seafarers Global has always believed that meaningful contribution doesn't have to come with a price tag. Our efforts are driven by the desires to give back to the community without placing a financial burden on the seafarers. We are fortunate that so many experienced professionals have willingly come forward to contribute their time and wisdom. This program is another expression of that spirit. I want to express my sincere gratitude to DGMA, Sri Shyam Jagannathan, IAS, and all our distinguished dignitaries who have taken the time to be with us today. My heartfelt appreciations goes to our guest of honor, special guests, facilitators, mentors, and all well-wishers for their encouragement and support. I will speak separately about my personal gratitude to Sri Shyam Jagannathan ji before he leaves us because he's traveling and he has to catch a flight. But I would like to say here that his continued encouragement to initiatives for seafarers has been a source of my great strength. I also wish to acknowledge the deep respect, the continued support of Sri Sanjay Bhatia ji, whose association with our journey has been especially meaningful, and to every mentor and facilitator and mentees who has agreed to share their experience with our community. Thank you. Jai Hind. Now I would like to request Sri Shyam Jagannathan, DGMA, to officially inaugurate this function as well as he can has complete his inaugural speech because sir is traveling. But thank you so much, sir. In spite of your busy schedule, you are making yourself present for the Seafarers cause. Over to you, sir.
Uh, Thank you so much, Captain Amresh. I hope I am audible.
You are audible, sir.
Uh, Firstly, I am sincerely grateful for this privilege to be a part of Seafarers Global Executive Education Academy and the Executive Certificate Program. I am obliged and extend my greetings on the 80th Independence Day of our great nation. I also extend my respects to Shri Sanjay Bhatia sir, who has been a mentor, friend, philosopher, and guide. Guests of honor, my very eminent colleagues, Captain Azad, the Nautical Advisor to the Government of India, Captain Nitin Mukesh sir, Deputy Nautical Advisor and Deputy Director General, Maritime Administration, crew welfare, who is in his dynamic role ensuring creation of welfare infrastructure throughout the east and west coast of India, special guests and very eminent personalities of the maritime domain, Captain Basim, Shri Kaushik Seal Sir, President IMEI, Ms. Anjali Papadji, Regional Facilitator for the Heartfulness Institute, Madam Sanjay Sahi Gupta, member of the National Shipping Board and also founder of Maritime CEO, and a great advocate for women in maritime, Madam Aishwarya Gupta Pilankarji, and other eminent participants. I have a presentation. Please allow me to run through the presentation and then I will basically summarize. It's slightly lengthy, so please indulge me, although I do have a flight to catch, as Captain Ablesh has said. I will just run through the presentation. The executive certification has essentially been shown in the first slide out here. And what essentially is at the focus of it is resilience, mindful leadership, lifelong learning, and it deals with the core element of humans at sea, very important for a country that has ambition to have more than 20% of the global seafaring pool. Next, please, Akash. Not able to. Is the slide changing, sir? Because I am not able to see that.
Yes, sir, it's changing.
I then will have to basically, you'll have to tell me the slide number because it's not visible since I'm joining from a mobile device. If we are in
Number
slide
3.
number, yes, now, yes, number 2, number 3, yes. This essentially is now visible to you. Is the challenges I am mentioning. The sea is a tough element. It is like a mother, but also strict disciplinary. Doesn't allow room for error. You have long periods of isolation while you are basically working as a team on board a vessel, you have to keep yourself healthy, mindful, and also professionally competent. But despite the demands professionally, there is something which is very disturbing, which has emerged internationally and geopolitically. You can see the five global flashpoints which are devoted in serious concerns about the safety and security of seafarers. And although in the DGMA, all of us are making our best efforts to ensure the security of civilian seafarers vessels, this is still a major concern. On the slide, what is visible essentially is the five major flashpoints, which are in the Middle East, with the Strait of Hormuz, which are basically the Black Sea, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and also the piracy incidents which are rearing up their heads again in the Gulf of Aden, Bab of Mandab, alongside concerns which are there again of the shadow fleet about sanctions, and we have seen master marines being taken into custody, vessels being raided, and this is the environment on which we will have to function. Next slide, please. The only good news that came out of this, Akash, I'll request you to kindly just tell me which slide we are in. Is it on the Bharat Maritime Insurance Pool?
Yes, sir. It is Bharat Maritime Insurance Pool.
Sorry for this handicap because of a mobile device.
Oh, that's fine, sir.
Uh,
You're grateful.
This is essentially something happening where India is extending a cover to the seafarers, to the vessels, and we are doing it in such a manner that we are committed to provide safety and security to vessels, to cargo at a cost effective methodology, and to ensure that everybody basically is provisioned for both in terms of PI cover, both in terms of cargo, buffered against cost escalations of wartime risk. And this is an engagement which was the only positive outcome I could see out of the conflicts. We come to the next slide, please, which is about India's maritime sector. India's maritime sector, since I have a lag on the slides, I hope the slide has changed. Amresh Chief, if you can kindly confirm.
Yes, yes, sir. It
So
is
the,
India's maritime sector now. Slide.
yes. So this essentially shows you the 80 lakh 80,000 lakh crores of investment up to 2047 maritime Amritkal vision envisioned under the inspiration of the end of the Prime Minister, sir, led by an honorable cabinet minister. We are working relentlessly to ensure the maximum optimization of the potential of 11,000 odd kilometers, increasing the seafarers from 3.2 lakhs to close to nearly 6 lakh globally, taking shipbuilding from the 16th position with basically the fifth position in terms of output, in terms of gross tonnage. And henceforth, I will go slightly faster. Next slide is essentially about the two paradigms which will define maritime transition. I have said it and I'll repeat it again. The first is technology, and the second is sustainability. I will be circulating these slides to Captain Amresh sir so that whoever would want to peruse them at leisure, because I'm mindful of my time and I don't want to impose myself. Can we come to the maritime energy transition slide, please?
Yes, sir. It is India's maritime technology transformation slide now.
Yes.
Yeah, now it
So,
is energy transition slide.
yes. This basically is an effort by I'll request you all to join in because essentially here what we are attempting to do is bring forward the National Maritime Decarbonization Mission and thereafter ensure that these 8 pillars are addressed in a manner that allows us to to take forward India's maritime dreams and aspirations by being a world leader in green technology. We are working closely with the Tata Energy Research Institute, and this is something which is unavoidable. And for India to be a global leader is something beyond envisaged. Can we come now to the human element where the just transition is of extreme importance? And this is where the institutes, such as today's institute and the certification, ensures that it is not just merely technology, but the human element at the core of it also is having adjustment to the technology transition and also have their comfort level, which basically then allows everybody to give their best professional. The just transition. Can I come now to the next slide, which shows the global position on seafaring, please?
Uh, Global position slide is visible.
Good. The global position on seafaring is a success story. We are not tom-tomming our success, but if you see, there is a phenomenal growth. PIMCO report of 2026, ending 2025, has acknowledged India today very proudly is the second foremost nation contributing human capital in the seafaring domain. We have overtaken countries like China, we have overtaken countries like Russia. Philippines is the only nation above us. And this, dear friends and colleagues, is only largely because of concerted effort from all of you. And it's not a simple achievement because so much has gone, so many predecessors, officers who went, for instance, even Sanjay sir was leading at the helm in the Mumbai port, facilitating infrastructure. It has been a combined true national effort and really needs to essentially be talked about and as also the foundation for basically the way ahead to reach more than equal percent to the 20%, which I said would be the six. Can we please come to the gender inclusivity slide?
Yes, sir.
For the gender inclusivity, I have always advocated that men and women should have equal opportunity. And that is what essentially means something that we are advocating. We have got leaders here like Sanjay ma'am. Ma'am is participating because she has led for a consistent time with the Maritime Shri initiative, and not just in the seafaring element, but also in the management and in onshore jobs. We expect uh, equal participation from the women workforce in maritime. This also is something under the Sagar Saman which we are furthering with all sincerity. And I request everyone to join us accordingly on that aspect too. Can we come to the next slide,
Sagar,
please?
Sagar mein yog, sir.
Sagar Mein Yog actually is the platform where we are doing a statutory certification similar to what has essentially been done in the executive certification. So we are looking for partnerships. I also warmly welcome the Heartfulness Institute also. We are looking at statutory universities like Ganpati University, Bhatia Initiative, and the 10 components I'll be speaking on them. Since we are focused essentially on the part of heartfulness, spend some time on each of these. Next slide, please.
Excellent.
I have just switched devices. I hope I am audible.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
better,
sir.
sir. Component of wellness, sir. Slide.
I still believe because there is some issue with the sharing. The components of wellness, holistic wellness has already been showcased: emotional, economic, physical, occupational. I will not spend much time on this. You can also look at further down social wellness, environmental wellness, climatic wellness. You've seen what havoc floods have wrought even in my home Carter in Assam. We've had more than 85 people unfortunately having to give up their lives because of the havoc that floods has caused. And these are issues we need to tackle. There is also cultural wellness and spiritual wellness. Now, the we can come down to slide number 16 towards stronger welfare and social security measures.
Yes, sir.
This basically is about what we are attempting to do through our institutional mechanisms of the Seafarer Welfare Fund Society and the Seafarer Provident Fund Society, which I leave my eminent colleagues, Shri Nitin Mukesh, to basically lead. I will now quickly run through steps that are being taken for the welfare of seafarers, which is slide 17. And thereafter, something at slide number 18, which is about the seafarer welfare infrastructure. Till date, we were fighting shy of committing resources for quality infrastructure whenever the seafarer comes on shore. And we are doing this. So, a few photographs we just attempted in slide number 19. I hope this is, of course,
Yes.
the network we're trying to build. The next slide shows you some actual photographs which are going to go through major improvements. And slide 20 is also about the Pranam initiative. And one strong messaging that we are attempting to do from the government is of zero tolerance and giving. Just day before, the Additional Director General Maritime Administration had received with the Maritime Administration of Malaysia, where we have close to around 20 odd cases of young boys who had been signed on to suspect vessels in the Sarawak autonomous area of Malaysia. We don't have whereabouts of them. We are now working towards reporting for insurances of presumed death and subsequent compensation, but these families are shattered. And this is because, in a very impressionable young age, someone just misleads you for some cheap financial gain. And you believe and you're gullible and you end up with such a bad situation. If you can come to slide number 23, that is the 24/7 grievance redressal. I feel blessed that I was able to, uh, along with my colleagues, translate this. This is now live. In the last 5 weeks that we have had this, after the Honorable Minister had launched this on the 37th anniversary of the JNPA. This is the only system globally in the entire world that works 24/7, has multiple modes of reach out for seafarers: WhatsApp, by way of telephone calls, by way of email, by way of global call to a toll-free number, both at the US and also essentially at India. We track with a unique grievance redressal mechanism, and if you have had an opportunity to see the commitment the DGMA has put out, the additional DG has himself stated that behind every GRM, that is grievance redressal mechanism, registered token, is a name, is a face, is a family, and DGMA will stand behind as a mentor, a custodian, a guardian, 24/7. I'll also talk about the e-Navig where we are improving our IT interface, and we are also looking at ensuring that technology makes it very convenient for every person entering into the maritime sphere and interacting with the officers of the DGMA to have safe and extremely convenient and transparent interactions, which for the officials is also convenient for their accountability. I have a few slides which are on the maritime training, which I'll request if it can be brought down to essentially your slide number 25, the next slide. This essentially is about the entire end to end. You have seen what has happened recently in the entire country with the Generation Z, as has been called, so upset about institutional failures. Their anger is justified because it was targeted towards institutions which are supposed to be 100% fault free. You put in your life's best efforts for an entrance exam, and then you discover that the exam itself appears to be a farce, is something that is completely unjustified. In the maritime domain, we are working towards the competencies to be completely bereft of any human ambiguity. And also with these interventions, the common job portal, admission portal, ensuring that everyone is assured they have an integral system, a trustworthy system, and not something where they will be simply abused or misled or exploited. That is what we are working towards, and I request all honorable participants to guide us, support us, partner us in how we can make this a better professional engagement. The next few slides are about what internal checks and balances we are bringing in. The STCW compliance board, which essentially ensures that it is not just one person incumbent in a particular post, but a collegium of officials. And I have a lot of respect for how when Sanjay Bhatia sir was there in some very high offices as chairman of Mumbai Port Authority, the manner in which the entire Port Authority conducted himself, despite having the repository of perhaps the single largest, most capital intensive land resource base at its beck and command. The manner in which the credentials themselves led to him leading as a forum at the Lok Ayukta itself. And it is indeed uh, personalities such as himself who have inspired us to attempt and maintain, if not the same benchmark standards, at least aspire for the same golden standards. And I'm grateful for that, sir. The last two slides, Captain Anvesh, sir, are
Yes, sir.
essentially about the Maritime Training Institute module, where sometimes you do hear Maritime Training Institute management say that the officers of the Director General of Maritime Administration is very slow, not responsive, clarity is not there on our applications, etc. That is to be rectified with essentially what we are doing with the NTI Training Institute module, and also subsequently in the next slide, the Common Admission Portal. I have also spoken already about slide 29, which is the e-pariksha, where, as I said, an integral examination system which can be relied upon is to be put forth. And then the biggest thing we are attempting to do, where I will again need guidance and help, is the training ecosystem. As of now, we don't have standardized web-based simulation. We do not have a standardized learning management system, and we are not using cutting-edge technology leverage tools such as artificial intelligence, virtual reality. This is a work in progress. hopefully, if things fortuitously turn around, we should be able to have a system integrator on board to implement this. I also would strongly advocate in the next slide the Indian Global Maritime Safety Portal. This is something we are advocating as in what is taught in all maritime training institutes and all maritime professionals. Safety first, Suraksha Sarvapratha. And that is not just taught, but made available intensively on one global online repository called the Indian Global Maritime Safety Portal. All maritime casualty incidents which have happened off the coast of India in very crisp animated videos with what went wrong, what could have been avoided, how did the accident or casualty happen is being showcased here. And that is what is there in the next two slides, which essentially is Suraksha Sarvapratha. I would request Akash to confirm if we are in the last slide.
Yes, sir. We are at Suresh, sir.
And we come down to the closing slide, please.
Yes, sir. Done.
The closing slide essentially is the motto of the Director General of Maritime Administration. It is a prayer to Sagara Superintendent Nautical. Let the seas feel navigable and let it all empower all of us. I'm grateful for the opportunity, Captain Ambesh, and sorry about the minor technical inconvenience. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. Once again, greetings on our great nation's 80th Independence Day.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining in spite of your busy schedule, in spite of traveling, and in spite of your flights. You're in the airport. I would like to took a few moments to express my deepest personal gratitude to you. Sir, whenever I have reached out to you regarding something connected with the welfare, development, and future of seafarers, you have always responded with remarkable warmth, encouragement, and support. Whether it was our efforts concerning the MMD branch at Patna or the inauguration of Heartfulness for Seafarers in July 25 at Acres Club Chembur, Mumbai, you have always stood by the cause. I remember the July 25 inauguration, especially with a particular gratitude. Despite being on tour, you have came directly from your tour to inaugurate the initiative and address young cadets, seafarers, and the maritime community. That gesture meant a great deal to us. And today, on our Independence Day, despite your busy schedule and travel commitments, you have once again made yourself available for the Seafarers Couch. So, for me personally, this is much more than an official association. It reflects a genuine concern and commitment towards our seafarers and the maritime community. Whenever we have reached out, you have been there. Your accessibility and encouragement give people like us the confidence to keep working, keep experimenting, and keep finding ways to contribute to the community. On behalf of Seafarers Global, our mentors, our mentees, and more than 5,000 seafarers and maritime professionals connected with us across the globe, I place on record my deepest gratitude and respect. Thank you, sir, for your time. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your trust. And above all, thank you for always being there for the Seafarers Couch. One promise that we make, everything that we offer from Seafarers Global will always remain free. The reason being is that all our mentors and facilitators have been very gracious and very kind to spare their wisdom, time to share with the young generations. We truly privileged to have you today, sir, for the official inauguration. Now I request my team, Sahira, to play the inauguration video, please. Sahira, if you can play the video, please, the inauguration video. Over to you, Prateek, for the next schedule. We have next
Thank
chief
you,
guest.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you to Shyam, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, for being with us. Okay, so we may move forward, and our next chief guest is Shri Shyam Bhatia, sir. We are
Sanjay
deeply
Bhatia,
honored to
sir.
have
Sanjay
Sanjay
Bhatia,
Bhatia, sir. We are deeply honored to have our with us as our distinguished chief guest, Shri Sanjay Bhatia, sir, retired IAS, former secretary to the Government of India, former Up Lokayuk Maharashtra, and former chairman of Mumbai Port Trust, Kandla Port Trust, and India Port Association. Sir's long association with the maritime community and his continued encouragement towards initiatives for seafarer makes his present particularly meaningful for us. May I request Sri Sanjay sir to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you. You can hear me?
loud and clear, sir.
Good. First of all, happy Independence Day. I think it's a very right day to have this function. And all the guests who are here, especially our DG, Mr. Jagannathan. Shyam, I have been seeing your work. I haven't seen a DG like that. I've seen a number of DGs. Few things which what I appreciate about him is he doesn't only start a thing, he takes it forward and takes it forward and continues to review it. I remember this Sagar Mein Yog program which was started, and accordingly number of actions have been taken after that. And now this program which he has inaugurated today is in continuation of that program only. Shyam, I was also very impressed with the presentation. So many things you have started, and especially at a situation when we are facing that Gulf crisis. I know what you would be going through. I can see some more white hair in your head now. Probably the burden is tremendous with what all trying to get the ships here. The other day, the SCI, Mr. Tyagi, Chief Mr. Tyagi also told me what you all have been going through. So all the programs, especially that maritime insurance, I specifically noted that that is a very, very good thing. And then the recent program of your grievance redressal, which is what you said is first in the world, 24/7. Anyone needs anything, he can go use any of these methods and do that. I wish you a lot of success in all these programs. And I will, before I start addressing, I want to reiterate, come and visit Kanha Shantivanam, where I go almost every once in 2 months for 5-7 days. You will be amazed at the greenery there and the holistic atmosphere which you are trying to get to everyone, all the seafarers. It's in existence there. This is the DG which we have, and I compliments to him. I also want to compliment Captain Amresh Jha, who's been pushing all these things continuously. It's not a single program. Every second month, he will tell me that I'm going to take a program like this, and I will be, please come for taking a session or something like that. So excellent initiative, Captain Amresh Jha, all the actions which you are taking. And especially this one, which we are doing now, this executive certificate in maritime resilience and human performance. I saw the list which you have got, Captain Amresh Jha, 8 sessions where I don't know whether Mr. Jagannathan has met Captain Vineet Ranawat. He is presently in that Kana Shantivanam. He's running the show there. And he was a proper seafarer, learned meditation in the sea, and then started following what we are doing, the heartfulness meditation continuously. And now after retirement, he is the main manager there. So
He's on the screen now.
Vineet is there. Vineet is on the screen. Yes.
He's also one of the facilitators, sir.
Yeah, he is one of the facilitators. Then we'll have Tushar Pradhan, an ex Chief of Investment Officer, Dr. Snehal Deshpande, Dr. Pramod Sadar Joshi, Shri Vikas Bonde, Ms. Priya Seth, Shri Mukesh Patel, and many of the seafarers side, the captains who are there. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting program. And when he said I should speak on this, then the first thing I realized was I wish when I was young, maybe in the 20s, somebody would have conducted a program like this for us. We learned it quite late. I learned this thing in 40s. Maybe things would have been very different if we had done, if Captain Amresh Jha had been there at that time and Shri Jagannathan had been there at that time to run a program like this. So my compliments for this. I'll just give you a little because we have only 7 minutes and there are a lot of very, very distinguished speakers here today. I will also be taking a session, give you a little glimpse of what we will be getting into. My life journey has been in basically in 3 phases. Meditation journey. Before that, the normal journey was there, which everybody is leading. First phase was when I was searching for which meditation to do. 6 years. 18 years heartfulness meditation, steady progress, steady evolution. 19th year, phase 3 has started, where some sort of a different evolution is taking place. So, this is what I'm going to talk about when I take my session on 6th of September. Especially, this is very, very important for youngsters. All the seafarers here, they have children, some of them are young also. So what I have seen now what we have seen of the Gen Zs also, the youngsters, and I have seen it from my daughters. I have 2 daughters, and their IQ levels are much higher. Anything I talk to them, they already know about. But the emotional quotient levels are a little lower. So I advocate this continuously that something like this meditation, heartfulness meditation, should be introduced to the youngsters, to the seafarers, to our children, so that they get that inner strength. So it's very, very important in that respect also. Plus, what the seafarers are going through these days, the tense atmosphere, how do they handle that? They're continuous tension. How do you pass the hormones? Can you do it? Can you not do it? Are you going to be struck there? One day Trump is going to do something this way, then the Trump is doing something that way. So all that tension is coming to you. For you also doing a meditation like this, heartfulness meditation for which the facilitators are there, will be very, very useful. I found it very useful. My whole life had changed at that time, gained in my work experience, it helped social experience, social life changed, family life changed. Then the last phase, the revelations started. So, and in the organizations also, whichever organization starts following this, I've seen an organization culture change happening. I'm an MBA student and they teach a subject called change management. And in change management, a number of tools or methods are taught about how to change an organization. I tried all that, whichever organization I headed. None of them works. The only thing which I saw working was when I started meditation. Because I used to be the boss, I would ask all HODs, everyone, let's start doing meditation. And in the beginning, they would start following what the boss is saying. And then slowly the organization culture started changing because of that, especially the trust part. So I don't want to take a full session on this. This is on 6th of September. And I'm sure all things like these, the experience sharing, all the speakers who are going to be there are going to be sharing all that. So I implore the seafarers that please make full use of this. I repeat that wish I had such a thing taught to me when I was in the 20s. For the holistic well-being, this is very, 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 very important. I will not take any more of your time. We have very, very distinguished speakers. We're going to talk about minutes, and we have the heartfulness session speakers also who are there. So thank you very much for inviting me, Captain Amrish Shah. Keep inviting me. I am always ready. And my invitation to every seafarer who's present here, all the distinguished guests also who are present here, that invitation which I gave to Shri Jagannathan ji to visit Kanha Shantivanam near Hyderabad. Please visit and see the atmosphere there. It's unbelievable. In fact, whenever I go there, I say, how come we have Swarg on earth, where the atmosphere not only of the greenery but also of the vibrations is very different. My invitation to everyone to please come there anytime. You can always tie up with Captain Vineet Ranawat, who's the head there. So thank you very much, Captain, for inviting me. And thank you, Shri Jagannathan ji, for doing all what you are doing. And thank you to all the other esteemed guests who are present here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanjay sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks for those motivational words and especially the invitation which you gave us to visit that Hyderabad center. Surely, our teammates and all the seafarers present in this webinar will definitely get benefited from that. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So briefly take us through the purpose and the vision of this Executive Certificate in Maritime Resilience and Human Performance. May I once again invite Captain Amrish Jha, founder of the Seafarer Global Community. Sir, please explain people the vision and the purpose of the program.
So the purpose is very simple. As I said, it is just to give back to the society, and I'm thankful to DGMA sir, Captain Azad sir, Captain Nitin Mukesh sir, and ever supporting Bhatia sahab since the time he was chairman with the Bombay Port Trust. We have been doing it regularly, Heartfulness session in Bombay Port Trust as well, and I have been disturbing him every now and then for conducting this kind of session, and he's always ready. I have never seen saying him that no, I'm busy or I have some other commitment. Same DGMA sir, even in spite of busy schedule and everybody is here, can witness he has joined from airport while he was traveling. So purpose is same, that we want to give back to our seafarers, the younger generation especially, the cadets, the junior officers, junior engineer. And that I said is possible only because of the great mentors that I have, the facilitators that I have, the team, the Heartfulness team that we have, and the centers like Kana, Santivanam, and I said across the globe. Like I started when I was a cadet in the ship, first ship, and my vessel was calling Australian port, and I started there. Same way it can be for somebody else. So purpose is very simple. It has got 8 sessions with 2 bonus sessions. One will be on heartful communication and another one is on the hut yoga and chair yoga. The remaining, we will be having a separate program for orientation in which we will deal with the program in details. Right now, we have got many speakers here who will be talking. So let us not waste time on that. Now, over to you, Prateek, to invite guest of honor, Captain Azad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. As we continue this special occasion, we are equally privileged to have with us distinguished maritime leaders whose guidance and support have been a constant pillar of strength for our seafaring communities. We now invite our distinguished guest of honor, Captain A.K. Azad, Nautical Advisor. Sir, your encouragement and support towards these programs are deeply appreciated. I have a personal touch with you. You took my orders when I was giving my second mid exams. So definitely I know you as a person quite well. So may I request you to kindly address the gathering and share your thoughts and good wishes, sir?
Yeah, namaskar and good afternoon to all. Captain Amrish, can you confirm? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, okay. The first of all, my best wishes to all of us on this occasion of Independence Day. And also the respected seniors here and our DGMA sir, Shyam Jagannathan sir, and Sanjay Bhatia sir, and other all senior veterans who are participating in the session. I don't want to name each and every one of one. It will take some time. So for me, the meditation is I'm not so in a familiar territory of meditation. So it's a new to me. So other than participating in this inaugural session, maybe I would like to join the course subsequently, just to attend the course as a participant and see that how how is it going to be helpful. But I can see from the way how Sanjay Bhatia sir has explained, we can make out the impact what it can have on the young minds when he is saying that maybe if this such a course was there earlier, maybe the progress may be much more different, or maybe much more simpler and much more stress free. So that is the impact this course can create, because it is available online, and there are more than 3.2 lakh active seafarers are there. So many of them every year, more than 20,000 young minds are joining the seafaring community. So we would strongly, recommend them to go through this kind of course. This is not given in the normal colleges, or where in the pre-sea training institute, where they are doing the training, because there the focus is something different, to train them to the seafaring career. But the seafaring career, the challenges have increased quite a bit the recent past, and especially during the crisis situation, where you need the mental wellness and the mental strength and the resilience, which are very important for the today's seafarer. In this respect, I feel this is a very right time to start this course. So and more than that, what I feel unique about this course is the experts. Experts are delivering the subjects. Will be delivering the subjects, which you may not get it in any other online course. A lot of online courses are available in the net, But here, which organized by Capt. Amresh Jha himself, and with the leaders, the professionals who have experience and expertise in the field, will be delivering the lectures to the youngsters, will be remarkable, and they will be having a best of experience in their career in the initial years of in the seafaring career. I feel it will be definitely helpful to them. Not only youngsters, even others also who have not gone through such training, definitely like me, would like to participate in this training. There is always a room to learn more, to improve yourself, try to get better, try to improve your approach, and try to improve your how you view your fellow colleagues and surroundings, and so that there is always scope to improve ourselves. That way, I feel this certificate course will definitely add value. Which you are saying that it will be free of cost. I know you may be doing it from your own funds, or maybe from some volunteers. Definitely will be ready to help it. But the more than that, the participants who will spare their valuable time, and the mentors who will be sparing their valuable time. And I think every Sunday you are having this course on a holiday. So, which is normally everybody would like to take rest and go for some other routine activity, where you are going to teach them the resilience and to be under maritime, the leadership. I think that kind of dedication and that kind of commitment, if anybody has got, I think that itself is land them, into a greater path. On a Sunday, if somebody is going to spare some time to learn something and attend a course on a leadership, I feel they will definitely be guided properly and motivated, and so they can be a very good, no more than a seafarer, they will be a very good human being who are content and satisfied with what is happening, and they're able to manage the stress which they may encounter during the seafaring career at sea or later ashore. So that's what I feel will be the benefit of this training. I fully recommend any youngsters whoever we see, we can definitely tell them you please try joining this kind of training program. Also, it's flexible and online, it available at your mobile or at your home. So that's the best part of this course. So with this, I don't want to take much time. I wish this this new program to have all success. I think Captain Amresh will be definitely going to launch many more many more programs. I can always vouch for his conviction and commitment and a single-minded approach. Never mind what others may feel or what others may think about his initiatives of be it a mentoring session for a seafarer or the mariners. So his single-handed approach and his conviction, which we all really appreciate, especially from the DGMA side, we are ready to give all the support, whatever is required, to promote any individual who is trying to support the seafarers' welfare and their cause. So it is not that only government only can do something. It is the private individuals or each mariner. They are doing their bit in multiple ways. They are doing it in a smaller way. There's some of them they don't even tell outside what they are doing it. They are working for a cause of the seafarer, sponsoring the students, mentoring the candidates, arranging for the placement, and guiding them in all aspects of the career and examination. I think here what Captain Amresh has created at least a platform where the mentors also get motivated to join and gives their valuable time to the community. And we would be always happy to be part of such an initiative, and DGMA from officially side and also from my personal friend. We always assure support to the such kind of programs, which not only aims to share the information, also to make the seafarers to achieve their excellence and to become a leaders, because as our target is by 2047, we will be one of the topmost maritime nation in the world as far as Amrit Vision 2047. I think that we need lakhs and lakhs of leaders in the maritime front, and I feel this program will definitely help in this direction. With this, I sincerely convey my thanks and appreciation to the entire team who organizes, and especially Captain Amreja and Sanjay Bhatia sir and all other my seniors and colleagues here. Wish you all the best, and Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining. And I can vouch that the support you have been giving us, support you have been giving me personally on this kind of initiative, and always encouraging me to continue to do this kind of sessions. Whether 5 people join or 500 joins, we will keep doing it, as we have been doing our Sundays mentoring every Sunday, 10:30 to 12. We were doing a simple mentoring. We have just converted this to a specialized program, but the timing will remain same. Earlier, we used to do 10:30 to 12 mentoring session. Now we will do this executive program where we have been blessed by various facilitators who have given their time on respective Sundays. They will come, they will take the sessions. I invite you also to join, especially Sanjay Bhatia has told me to tell you to join his program on 6th September. So please do join, sir, whenever you get time. Otherwise, please definitely join 6th September program. Thank you so much for joining, sir. Pratik, Captain Nitin is still joining, is I think traveling on road. So maybe we can invite with Captain Basin now.
Okay, sir. Our program is further enriched by the presence of eminent personalities for the maritime fraternity. whose association with this initiative adds great value and encouragement. We are honored to have with us our distinguished special guest, Captain MP Bhasin, Master and Chairman of CMMI. So may I request you to kindly address the gathering and share your good wishes towards this initiative?
Thank you. First of all, our Honorable DGMA, Shri Shyam Jagannathan ji, in Heartfulness, my mentor, Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, had the honor of visiting his home. He invited us 2-3 times. Captain Amresh Jha, Captain Abdul Kalam Azad, Captain Nitin Mukesh, fellow speakers, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. After so many things have been spoken, hardly anything left for us to speak. But I want to say something. अमरीश जी, आपने सब्जेक्ट चुना रेजिलियंस एंड परफॉर्मेंस और उसके अंदर आपने मैरीटाइम एंड ह्यूमन ऐड कर दिया। रेजिलियंस तो हम शुरू से बचपन से ही देखते आ रहे हैं शिपिंग में। टुडे पीपल आर टॉकिंग अबाउट हरमूज, वी हैव सीन ईरान एंड इराक वॉर। आज लोग बात करते हैं, इमीडिएटली दे वांट टू कॉल होम, दे वांट इंटरनेट। We have lived in the era of postcard when everything was open. मम्मी पापा आपको क्या लिखते हैं, आप क्या लिखते हो, सब पता है सबको. And that also news coming after 1 month. And why I'm saying this? Because आपने जो दिन चुना है, अमरीश जी, 15th of August, which is our India Independence Day, actually speaks of resilience. I come from the family where a lot of people are in the army, air force, navy. I have lived with them in the Delhi. From childhood, I have visited Delhi mess. I have seen the thrill of driving army's infield bike, wearing the caveat. But the main thing, when those guys, I have seen my uncles, cousins, when they are at the border, trust me, there is no communication. Trust me, how the family goes through. And that is resilience. That kind of resilience, we need to bring it to the today's generations. I will humbly request you, whenever you, of course, you must have thought about it, bring this kind of resilience. Tell them, having 10,000 social media followers is not the life. The main thrill is your own family first and the people who will stand with you when there is an urgency. That is what we need to bring. I saw quickly when you are showing many modules on the course. Maybe I've already put it, but kindly put a part on empathy. India में क्या है? अगर कोई senior है, तो junior is heard whenever you feel like hearing him. That is not right. When you take the feedback of the juniors or your colleagues with an open mind, having empathy in your heart, what is his perspective? Trust me, you will do much better. So my kindly humble submission, sir, Amresh ji, kindly put that part also in somewhere in your curriculum. मैं संजय भाटिया जी के बारे में कुछ कहना चाहूंगा. He is the first person who actually brought this heartfulness to me. Attended few sessions under him, sir. Had a pleasure of having good breakfast at his home. Sir, when we were sailing, we knew there is something known as yoga. But we were too occupied in doing our job and nobody talked about heartfulness. Nobody talked about wellness in those days. And you were the first one who brought these things to the shipping. You were the first one who opened our maritime community to come and use your GNPA port ground for our sport meet. आपने वो ट्रेंड रखा, उसके बाद से हमने हर एक का हाथ पकड़ लिया. तो सर मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूं आपका कि आप वो चीज मेरे जीवन में लेके आए. आफ्टर आई वाज 50 years old, और हम वही चीज अमरीश जी कोशिश कर रहे हैं टू रीच ईच एंड एवरीवन फ्रॉम द यंग एज. उसके बाद 2 साल पहले हमारे डीजीएम में श्री श्याम जगन्नाथन जी, व्हेन ही स्टार्टेड दिस फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम ऑफ सागर में योग एंड सागर में सम्मान, सागर में योग immediately reminded, oh, ये तो सही संजय भाटिया सर आ गए shipping में. And I told this sentence. I told Shyam Jagannathan sir when I met him, and he gave me about 6-7 modules. I am practicing it in my own company, in my own family members. So this is the thing which is required. But at the same time, somewhere down the line, I do feel that leadership, performance, resilience, everything is good. We need to be little bit less productive on the social media. Maybe that kind of a thing, if we can pass to our youngsters or to the everybody. Social media is good. My own kids, my nephews, I can't tell them not to go there, but have a stricted time there. Have the real life friends. Have the real life people. और seafarers की फैमिली घर में होती है और दूसरी seafarers की फैमिली शिप में होती है. घर में आपके माँ बाप आपके सामने होते हैं. On the ship, 20-25 people, sir, that is your family. उनके साथ ही रहना है, उनके साथ ही खुशी भी शेयर करनी है, गम भी शेयर करना है. That is what I am sure we are talking about today's life. All companies are doing some kind of a program for their own seafarers. But I congratulate Captain Amresh Jha, sir, जो आप ये चीजें लेके आए in a larger, broader way. For the audience, I will also like to tell you, Captain Amresh Jha has been very helpful to us. We are running our flagship IIM Mumbai के साथ EMBA program on logistics and supply chain, CMI and IIM Mumbai. Captain Amresh Jha is a part and parcel of our committee. He gives us lots of feedback. So मैं ये forum, I will also like to thank you, sir. That's all I have to say. Many speakers to speak, but I really congratulate you. और मैं सर 6 सितंबर को आ रहा हूँ, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You have given a very practical advice to all of us and especially to the young mariners. So just wanted to add, we have 2 sessions on empathy. Mindful leadership will be conducted by Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji on 6th September. And that will have empathy. And then Dr. Snehal Deshpande, she will be conducting session on empathy, sir. So, and also the family well-being. She will be conducting session on family well-being, energy management, nutrition, good sleep. So empathy will be part. So empathy is already there, sir. Heartfulness stands for empathy, sir. So we
Thank
will
you
be
so
doing
much.
it. Thank you so much for your advice.
Thank you so much.
And we look forward to having you on some of these sessions and definitely for Dr. Snehal Deshpande's and Sri Sanjay Bhatia's session, sir. I'll keep you
6 तारीख
personally
के लिए
posted.
मैंने अपने आप को self invite कर लिया है.
Yes,
आगे
6
भी
तारीख तो
आएंगे.
आपने self invite
Wherever
कर
I
लिया
can
है.
contribute, I will be
Yes.
there with you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining, sir.
Thank you.
Over to you, Prateek.
Thank you, Vasim sir. Thanks a lot. May I now invite our distinguished special guest, Shri Kaushik Seal, President, IMEI. So may I request you to please share your thoughts and extend your good wishes? Kaushik sir?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. sir.
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
All right, wonderful. So, thank you, Captain Prateek, for the kind introduction. It's always very difficult to speak after the eminent speakers who have spoken before, and especially Captain Basin, who actually speaks right from his heart, and he speaks true to his mind what maritime resilience and human performance is all about. So anyway, I'll try and put in a perspective from our side, from the Institute of Marine Engineers side. So distinguished members of the Maritime Administration, the Maritime Fraternity, colleagues, friends, and most importantly, our seafarers. A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to you all. It's indeed a privilege to be associated with the inauguration of the Executive Certificate in Maritime Resilience and Human Performance, an initiative of the Seafarers Global Maritime Executive Education Academy in collaboration with the Heartfulness Institute. So I'd like to begin by congratulating Captain Amresh Jha and the organizing committee for recognizing something that is fundamental to our industry, but it's mostly overlooked. So ships may be powered by engines, guided by technology, and supported by sophisticated systems, but ultimately it's the people, and we know that for sure, who make maritime operations safe, efficient, and resilient. And therefore, when we speak about the future of shipping, we cannot speak only about greener ships, autonomous vessels, alternative fuels, artificial intelligence, or digitalization, but we must also speak about the human being who is at the center of all these transformations. Having spent a significant part of my professional life at sea and being associated with the maritime industry for over the last 4 decades, I have seen the industry evolve. Ships have become larger, more sophisticated. Machinery and navigation systems have become increasingly automated. Communication has become instantaneous. We know that. Captain Basin touched upon this communication from our seafarers' perspective. Digital technology has transformed the way we operate ships and manage fleets. But there is one thing that technology cannot replace, and that's human judgment, human responsibility, and human resilience. And nowhere it is more evident than at sea. We often talk about safety culture, but perhaps now it's time we talk about human resilience culture. So resilience is just not about enduring. So this is one very important distinction I thought I should make. Resilience is not simply the ability to endure hardship. In my humble opinion, it's the ability to adapt, recover, learn, and continue to perform effectively in the face of adversity. So as we look towards the future, the expectations from our seafarers will only increase. We know that the ships of tomorrow will demand greater technical competence, greater digital literacy, and greater adaptability. But as we see in this program, alongside these technical skills, we require emotional intelligence, leadership, communication, critical thinking, decision making under pressure, stress management, self awareness, and team resilience. So, in other words, our future seafarers need not be only technically competent, they need to be psychologically and emotionally resilient. That's why I believe this program is so relevant. So it recognizes human performance is not separate from maritime safety and operational excellence. It's an integral part of them. So well-being is a safety issue, it's a performance issue, and a leadership issue. So I believe that this program is one step in that direction. And I'm particularly pleased that it's being offered free of charge to seafarers. This sends a very, very powerful message. It says that it's not simply a commercial training program. So on this Independence Day, this is perhaps no better occasion to reflect on the freedom and prosperity that our maritime sector helps to create. Our young people are increasingly looking towards careers out at sea and in the wider maritime sector. But if we truly want to become a world-class maritime nation, we must build not only world-class ships and infrastructure, we must build world-class people. And world-class people are not defined only by certificates and qualifications. They are defined by their ability to remain calm under pressure, to work with others, to learn continuously, and to lead responsibly, and to recover from adversity. That's the true essence of resilience, in my opinion. So on behalf of the Institute of Marine Engineers, let me conclude by once again congratulating the Seafarers Global Maritime Executive Education Academy and the Heartfulness Institute for bringing this important initiative to the maritime community. I hope this program will become more than a certificate. Thank you, and I wish the program every success. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for joining, sir. I really appreciate CMI and IMEI for all the support that they have given us throughout. And you have been really, both of you have been more than welcoming whenever I have approached for anything that I need. So thank you so much for your well-wisher. And I would like to invite both of you for 2 sessions. One, you can join all, but two especially when Sanjay Bhatia is conducting. And after this, we are inviting Dr. Snehal Deshpande. After hearing Captain Mahendra Bhasin, she wanted to come in, so I will request her to come. Dr. Snehal Deshpande will address us now for 2 minutes. Over to you, Dr. Deshpande.
Yes, I was very encouraged to speak after Mr. Mahendra Bhasin. Namaste to everyone and a happy Independence Day to everyone. Am I audible? Yeah, there I am.
Yeah, audible, sister.
So, a happy Independence Day to everyone. Thank you, Captain Amrish Jha, for involving me as a part of faculty for this wonderful program ahead. And as a director of Heartfulness Wellness, I'm more than happy to support any type of wellness program, any initiatives which you all would like to have in future. Having said that, when we are looking for directions on the land, we all usually navigate through Google, and Google always and many times lands us into frenzies, takes us into wrong directions. And you, as sailors, as people on the sea, always look up to the north. You'll always have the north up north, and that is the most important thing. How can I find my own north? And that is the compass, is what heartfulness offers you, is within your own heart. So the moment that self-awareness develops in your own heart, you'll never ever lose track of the direction in which you're going. And I hope this program really gives that awareness, self-awareness to each one of us as we walk through this journey which is started today. Empathy definitely is one of the most important topics which we take up as heartfulness wellness programs, and this would be dealt with. All the programs, all the sessions will be more practical oriented, relating to everyday situations. So yeah, we welcome you to attend all our sessions. And of course, today I'm in Kanha Shantivanam. We are doing a program for married couples, which is me to be. So I look after a lot of family connect programs here. And I come to Kanha. He said once, in Brother Bhatia said he comes once in 2 months. I'm here once in 2 weeks. Kanha keeps calling. So a warm welcome to each one of you. Thank you. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Snehal, for joining. And I would like to request all the attendees here to join Dr. Snehal's session. And also we have Dr. Pramod. So many great faculties have. I would request CMMI to circulate, IMEI to circulate, because these faculties are not rare, easily available. They are always busy. I have managed to request them and find their time. And the wisdom and the experience they will share with us will be very hard to find. So please request all of you to support this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Over to you,
Ji,
Prateek.
we will not only distribute within CMI, I'm sure Kaushik will do MEI, we will also distribute to our own company Seafarers, and many forums. But these things need to be reached out to the people. So really congratulations and thank you, Dr. Snehal. Very well described. Looking forward to hearing you on the
Thank
session.
you so much.
Same here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We are equally honored to have with us our distinguished special guest, Ms. Aishwarya Gupta Pelankar, Managing Director, Nautical Marine Management and Vice Chairman, International Maritime Federation. May I invite Ms. Pelankar to address the gathering and share her good wishes?
Thank you, Mr. Firstly, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Independence Day to all of you. I hope I'm audible. Captain?
Yes, you're audible, but we can't see on the screen. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. You are joining as which link? Because what name is
IMF, International
IMF.
Maritime Federation.
IMF. 1 minute. The login name is?
International Maritime Federation.
Yeah. Now we can see you. We can see you now. Yeah.
Thank you, Captain. Once again, good afternoon to everybody and happy Independence Day to all of you. Thank you, Captain Amresh, and specifically for your vision to give back to the society and to the maritime fraternity. All appreciation to DGMA and his entire team, Captain Azad, Captain Nitin Mukesh, and especially the slides when he showed, he specifically mentioned about the insurance part of it, which I really appreciate and I feel is the most important part for all the seafarers. Sanjay Bhatia, sir, from Heartfulness, and the Kana Shanti at Hyderabad seems to be a really beautiful project to visit for. And I hope I can do that sometime for sure. Captain Vinit Rana, who's there. Thank you for inviting so many of them. I hope many of them would want to go and come, visit that place to feel the wellness and feel the calmness there. I think it's really worth it. All the fellow speakers who have already spoken, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Captain Basin, I would want to, say, sir, just one thing that he has mentioned about the family first and not just to follow 10,000 followers on social media, which he said is not and I also feel that's one thing that we really need to embark or treat our seafarers, like how much time should they actually spend while either on board or otherwise also when they are on shore on social media or even on your connectivity. Am I on screen and audible clear? Because I'm not able to see anybody there.
You are on a screen and everybody's can see you and hear you.
Okay, sir. So today, I have taken a different topic from all others of you, although it is related to wellness, which is finance and emotional wellness. So when we hear about finance wellness, all we think is always about saving and investments and insurance and our the retirement plan and all. As all the seafarers, as we all know, they all spend more time on board than they spend than at home. So, why? And the reason that they do this is to ensure that their family is lives a better life. Seafarers that go on board early. So, think about how you can own your life a better life. I would want to speak on the finance and emotional wellness again. The reason is because I feel that it connects to your emotional wellness also. You may be a seafarer for on ship for 4 months, 6 months, or 9 months. During that time, your salary may come regularly. But when you return home, there are school fees, household expenses, EMIs, medical needs, family responsibility, parents to support, perhaps plan to build a home or secure your children's future. The period between your contracts is the time when you really want to feel secure. And secure, the security that I'm talking about is the financial wellness, how it brings to you. Financial wellness is not about stopping yourself from enjoying the life. Okay? It is about making sure that today's environment or enjoyment does not become tomorrow's burden. So I want each of you to think about something very personal. If you could not sail for the next 6 months, how long could your family continue comfortably without your income? I am not expecting any answers here, but you can definitely have that in your mind and think, if it can be 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. Think of your emergency savings and your financial lifeboat. As a seafarer, you understand exactly what a lifeboat is there for. We hope we never have to use it, but when sometimes unexpected happens, we are extremely grateful that it is available. Your emergency funds is exactly the same. Whether it is unexpected gap between the contracts or family emergency or major repair or anything of that kind. If you have financial balances, what it also gives you is a peace of mind. Please take a time to read and understand your employment contracts is what we should always embrace with the seafarers. This helps you to have a security in your mind about the financial liability that you may have in case you're not able to communicate to your family at any point of time. Knowing what you're entitled to do, to know what your company provides, know what your insurance covers provides. What is PNI insurance good for? Is it good that you have? Know what happens in case of any emergency, illness, injury, disability, or unfortunate circumstances. Any important and importantly, keep your family informed. It is like you may be knowing about it, but it is very important that your family is informed about all your financial arrangements. Keep a check on your nominations that you have kept. There are what I have also personally seen that the documents that are filled by the seafarers while they're on board or before joining, there are too many documents that they do, and then at that time they miss out in the right information in where they have to put the nomination or the next of kin. So what I actually want to say is financial planning is not just for the time period of when you're there on vessel. It is for all the time. The planning needs to be done, which also creates a wellness. And financial planning is also an act of love. It is not merely a simple paperwork when you sign a contract. You are protecting your family from additional stress at difficult times. As a seafarer, you are trained to prepare for emergencies at sea. There are drills that are conducted, muster stations, and life jackets. These are all, protection for you. Similarly, there are financial instruments if you have, and if you keep making sure that those are there, you can have financial wellness, which definitely brings you emotional wellness also. Whether your income increases or not, what a person or a seafarer should always believe or should do is what I think is savings. But savings should not be done after spending. Your savings should be the first thing that you should think about after you get whatever increments or the salaries that you have that you get all the time. I would like to pause for a moment and remember the seafarers who have lost their lives while serving at sea in the war-like situation and high-risk areas. They left their homes to earn livings, to support their families, and to keep global trade moving. Their sacrifice must never be forgotten. Behind every seafarer who does not return home, there is a family that is suddenly left to face not only the pain of losing a loved one, but also uncertainty of how tomorrow will be managed. So when I say that financial wellness for seafarers, I again say that financial wellness brings emotional wellness. In that scenario, I would want to once again thank on this topic, being able to talk about it on this at this platform, and once again thank Captain Amresh Jha and his team and Heartfulness to bring such programs which not only talk about resilience but also certain other topics like financial wellness that you wanted me to speak about, and also the empathy that is extremely important from the point of view of seafarers at all times. That is what I wanted to talk about, and I ultimately thank you, and most importantly, stay safe to all seafarers, and financially and emotionally safe on shore too. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Aishwarya ma'am. Thank you very much. We now come to an important part of today's program. The people who brings this learning journey to life. The program brings together experienced maritime professionals, subject experts, and facilitators who will share their knowledge, experience, and practical insight. May I invite Captain Amrish Jha to introduce the faculty and facilitators of this 8-week program?
Yeah, thank you so much, Prateek. So would like to start with the video, facilitator's video, which we have prepared, which will give enough details. Over to you, Sahira. Him to speak how heartfulness and how his experience out at sea as a master mariner will add value to this maritime resilience course, as he will be taking the sessions on maritime resilience, from maritime resilience to the seafarers. So over to you, Captain Vineet. Captain Vineet, can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Vineet, sir, we are not able to hear you.
Unmute, sir. Unmute. You need to unmute.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, audible, sir.
A very good evening to each one. Sorry for taking time in this mute unmute. It's been a pleasure, and as you have already heard, that I live in Kana Shanti Vanam, as Sanjay sir mentioned, heaven on earth. So really speaking, I've been blessed. I've seen this place coming up in the last 9 years. I had the great honor to be sailing at sea even before I joined Heartfulness. I was a captain for nearly 5 years. One fine day, I learned about it when my ship was in Houston, and that's where my journey started on a different. So really speaking, I did not know what I was getting into, but I just loved connecting with the higher self within. And it seemed my entire life changed the dimension. I could see not only my life, but even the seafarers who were there on board with me. They could feel a palpable difference in the working environment and culture. So there are too many benefits which I experienced myself. I have written the whole journal about sailor's life with heartfulness. And one of the most astounding was where your intuitive capacities increase and you know that, yes, you're going to be attacked after a month in Somalia. So such are the capacities which nature bestows on us. Of course, the balance, the resilience which we have within in odd times, in typhoons, meeting challenges. And it's like an Indian cricket team where, they work the best under pressure. So the best of our human self comes out. So journey with heartfulness has been splendid. I've been a trainer for the last 20 years. And living in Ghana, I really welcome all of you. I will not dwell with what we are going to speak, but my session would definitely be more experiential. It will give our the young generation or the others more insights about how to connect and how do we really handle ourselves better, create their inner balance, which is of
paramount importance, whether at sea or even in life ashore. Once we have learned that, you find that you can face any challenges, whether it is financial, whether it is a trauma which we undergo, fire on board, or whatever. But this ultimate balance is what one needs to attend to, and pay attention to. Every time I do hear that this program is offered for free, which is definitely one of the best gifts to humanity today, and channeled through Captain Amrish to the seafarers. And it is offered free because none of us can buy it. It's truly invaluable. It is invaluable because it is a life transformational journey, and it helps us sustain ourselves even in odd times courageously, and you know that you have someone with you all the time now. So far I knew when I joined sea, and we were sailing all the time, we were just called numbers, and we said nobody cares for us. We were individuals. But this particular program, and through all these efforts, today I feel the seafarers are cared for. And this is the major difference. When someone is caring for you, you know that you are valuable. Otherwise, after some years, even you go back home, people have got accustomed to you without living without you. Go home and you find that you're the outsider, and you start counting days of going back. So practically whatever we have experienced, and we connect it with sailor's life and heartfulness, it's a wonderful bridge. Somewhere we know that heart-based life is definitely going to transform our thinking, our conduct, and the way we behave. All the best. I will not take your time. There are many more to speak. Thank you so much for inviting me for this session, Captain Amrish. We are always there for you. And I do invite everyone to Kana Shanti Vanam, the heaven on earth, as it has been spoken about. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot. Now I would like to request Dr. Pramod Sadha Joshi, who will be taking session on leadership mainly. So over to you, Dr. Pramod. You have to unmute, sir. You have to unmute.
Am I audible now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Wow, what a galaxy of speakers so far. Absolutely brilliant, very inspirational, all the speakers so far. So I'm so excited. I cannot wait on September 13th. So Captain Amrish, firstly, congratulations to you. Amazing initiative, great energy and great foresight. So ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege, and I'm honored and privileged to be speaking with you all on September 13th. But just a very just 1.5 minute preview into what I'm going to cover. Forget the title, Learning for Life. I think today the most important aspect on leadership is trust deficit. And that stems from lack of authenticity. So I'm really going to speak about how do you become an authentic leader without titles? Leadership is not about titles. So I'm going to be focusing on that. And apart from the science of management, I really would like to credit my learnings at Heartfulness. The meditative practice at Heartfulness really is on the doctrine of expanding your consciousness. Because invariably, your technical competencies apart, what really comes into play is the consciousness, the subconscious, and the superconsciousness. The moment you expand your consciousness, what our Guruji, Dr. Kamlesh Patel Daji, says is Sthita Pragya. How do you keep that absolutely accelerated and augmented? So I'll be covering a bit on that because that is the fulcrum on which authenticity comes in. And today, one of the reasons ubiquitously, world over, the reason for trust deficit, toxicity at workplace, and if I may use the word active disengagement at workplace, stems from low morale, which in turn stems from low trust levels with the boss, amongst the peers, people below you need to trust you. You're very good technically, but how do you really get all those jigsaw puzzle into a place and come across as a very powerful leader, very inspirational leader? In fact, somebody is talking about Brother Sanjay Bhatia. The phenomenal work he's done at Mumbai Port Trust was about leading by example. How did he do that? He brought his persona, he brought his authenticity. And most important aspect of authenticity will be conviction. The moment you operate from a zone of conviction and your own realization through the practice of heartfulness and applying it real life. Look, end of the day, the core tenet of heartfulness is practicable applicability in real life. Otherwise, we're all going to be philosophers sitting in the Himalayas. Ain't going to work. And really my empathy goes out to all you seafarers who are out there in the sea, away from families, without a human contact. In that context, how do you really get centered? How do you really bring about all your inner faculties zoned in and synchronized for you to evolve as an amazing, powerful individual who then leads not just families, not just sailors, but your entire context? How do you impact? How do you bring value addition to the context, to the geography, and to the people around you? So, in my session on September 13th, I'll be really dipping into my experience, hardcore, real time, hands on, no jargons, no philosophy. Really, and I'll dip into my own personal life so that it becomes very anecdotal, it becomes very experiential, and therefore, because heartfulness is nothing if not experience. All lectures and theories about heartfulness is about good, solid inner experience through meditation and through other doctrines of heartfulness. So, Captain Amresh, thank you so much. I'm so honored to be given this platform, and I'm really looking forward to it. And hats off to everybody. The platform all the speakers until now have created has created amazing energy. What is life if not energy? So my session will be about authenticity, energy, expanded consciousness, and how do you emerge as a solid, authentic leader. Thank you so much, all of you, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Pramod. I'm sure many seafarers across the globe will join your session for sure. We will do enough publicity. I've already got a good support from CMMI, IMEI, and various other organizations. Looking forward to your session.
Yeah, because just one thing, because my title should not dissuade people learning for life. अरे ये कौन गुरु आके हमें पढ़ाएगा?
No, sir.
So I'm not here a professor or a teacher. I'm a humble student, and I'm going to share my experiential learning. So the learning for life should not be misinterpreted as I'm donning a professorial hat and giving gyan. Not at all. I'm as humble a student as all of us.
Excellent, sir. With this, I am now inviting my next facilitator as well as my mentor, my personal mentor, Captain Yashovarman Sarma. Over to you, sir.
Hi, everybody. Good evening and greetings on Independence Day. I'll be very brief, Amresh. My subject is environmental wellness, which I will be taking on 4th of October as per the schedule. So for seafarers, you use the word environment and they start thinking Marpol or greenhouse gas, Annex 6 or ballast water management or garbage. We're not going to talk about environment in those, in that direction, technical stuff. No, we will talk about environment from two angles. And if you see the title of the program, Maritime Resilience, that is one angle, and the other one is human performance, that's the other angle. So when it comes to environment, of course, the maritime resilience part, we will look at how seafarers have a responsibility towards their environment and how they can fulfill it. It's not just following the rules or IMO resolutions and stuff. There's more to it than that. And the other part is, like I said, on human performance, is also to understand the impact of environment on us, shipboard environment I'm talking about, and I've been a part of it, so I very well know how that impacts our own performance and what we can do in terms of managing the environment that we have to work in, so that we can still bring out our best performance. So that's going to be the thrust of my session on 4th October. I hope to see all of you there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Now I would like to invite Mr. Vikas Bonde, who is also not only taking session on heartfulness perspective, but also I am working very closely with him on Heartfulness at Work Connect program. He is a regional coordinator for the Work at Work program. So over to you, Mr. Vikas. And by profession, he is a senior vice president with Geo. So don't misunderstand us when we are talking about only meditation and all. We are all working at very senior rank. So over to you, Mr. Vikas.
Thank you so much, Captain Amresh. And it had been an excellent session so far. And I believe it is a bit of a disadvantage for me to come to speak after so many great speakers have given their ideas and thoughts about this program. So let me put a small reflective question. What does it take to spend weeks or months at sea away from our family? What does it take? What does it take to work in a demanding environment where you cannot simply walk away when things become difficult? You cannot simply walk away because you are in the middle of sea. What are the skills you need? Obviously, you need a technical skill. You need a lot of discipline, commitment to your discipline, alertness, great amount or attitude for the teamwork. But there is another quality which is just equally important, which I think Mr. Kaushik has briefly touched upon, Dr. Pramod also briefly touched upon, is the resilience, which is what going to be my topic. What is resilience? In a very short format, I have to say it is the ability to remain steady when the circumstances are not steady. Resilience, in a simple words, is our ability to remain steady when the circumstances are not steady. And why it is so valuable at sea? Because life on ship is different from the life on land. I think this you people know better than I know. Life in ship is different. You may be away from your family, you experience long periods of isolation, mental fatigue, emotional fatigue, operational pressure, changing weather, unexpected situations, and importantly, there could be sometimes disagreements within the crew. That is why it is so important. There is another element why it is so important, because on the ship, your state of mind also affect the state of minds of the people around you. Imagine if one person becomes anxious and scared, it doesn't remain only with that person, it influences gradually the entire team. Likewise, if one person becomes cool, calm, or strong in that difficult situation, that also is going to spread to the team. So the resilience, this aspect of resilience is not an individual quality. It is, of course, individual quality, but gradually it becomes a safety and teamwork quality. So that is why it is so important. And what kind of resilience does a seafarer need? So I can think of 5 kind of resiliences that a seafarer need to develop. One is a mental resilience, which talks about clarity of thought, which is so important. I should know what I am to do. Decision making, focused mind, so many important aspects of mental resilience. Another, we all understand emotional resilience. There is a loneliness, you are staying away from the family. Some people may feel seasick. There could be frustration, irritation, fear, anxiety, so many emotions are there. So that resilience. Resilience in relationships, which I feel is also equally important, because on the sea, you are meeting the same people every day. You cannot just walk away from anyone. And you have to have that aspect of patience, understanding, mutual respect. That is where this resilience in relationship is so important. Resilience to uncertainty, very much, because weather or event, anything unexpected can change. And last of all is the inner resilience, which is connected to our inner centeredness. Outside environment may be changing, but my inner resilience should stay. So that is really the summary of all the above four type of resiliences. And that is where heartfulness offers something very, very specific, unique, and practical. Because we all know the true resilience comes only from within. We cannot control waves, we cannot control the weather, we cannot control every situation around us, but we can develop this special quality to remain steady while facing these uncertainties, right? Now, sometimes people say that some people are naturally calm, some people are not so calm. But good news is that this inner resilience can be cultivated, can be developed through the heartfulness practices. Now, I will not go into the depth of all these practices, but I will just mention that what we're going to cover in this series. First is heartfulness relaxation and meditation. It helps us to relax our entire body through the guided step-by-step instructions. It helps us to relax and then further calm under pressure, focus, concentrate, alertness, and decision making. That one important aspect that we talked about. Second is the very important technique of cleaning or rejuvenation. Now, this technique is very important. It helps us removing all the impressions accumulated on the mind, captured throughout the day. During the day, this technique is very powerful. It uses our own willpower, leading to the feeling of lightness. In the long run, it helps us to remove this emotional heaviness, stress, anxiety, fear, loneliness, anger. Over the period of time, it reduces this emotional heaviness. And third technique that we talk about is the inner connect, a brief night meditation session before we go to bed, because it is very important how we bring end to the day. It helps us to develop or improve our sleep quality, stay anchored within ourselves, develop empathy and understanding, which so many of us have heard today, develop empathy, develop resilience, and stay anchored within us. So indeed, three anchors of resilience that we are going to talk about, or the foundations, basic building blocks of resilience, as meditation, which is helpful in becoming calm, cleaning or rejuvenation, which helps us to let go of the impressions accumulated during the day, and inner connect, which helps us to stay anchored. So we are going to talk more about these three basic building blocks of this resilience. I think that's all I have to say at this first session. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vikas. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to your session. And of course, thank you so much for the continued support you have given us to the Seafarers Global. Now we are going to introduce our next speaker and facilitator, Mr. Tushar Pradhan. You might have seen him in some of the news channels, G Business, ET News, or CNN. So over to you, Mr. Tusharji.
Thank you very much, Captain Amresh, and welcome to all of you. Since this is going to be a teaser, I will only be a tease and not go through the entire thing. Very happy to be here, and just to give a sense of what I will cover in my short session is something to do with financial well-being. Now, we have talked about emotional well-being, we have talked about resilience, but all of that is not so important as long as you have financial well-being. If you are truly well taken care of inside, knowing that you have enough and that your family is taken care of and that you have the entire financial well-being planned out for yourself, that kind of comfort comes only when you look at it in a very serious fashion. So what I would like to cover in that is answer some of these questions and issues. The first question that people have is how much is enough? Like many of you who are in high paying jobs may think that, look, at some point of time, I want to create a nest for myself. Is this enough? Now, this question will have different answers for different people, but what I will share in the project is essentially a framework to understand how money grows, in what are the tools that people can use to make that grow, what is the protection that we need over this journey to ensure that we come to a point where we are inside better off because we have planned our finances well. So I'll focus on that. And of course, that the fact that you are financially well off will lead to a mental state which is obviously a lot better. So that's what I will cover. Thanks a lot again for the opportunity and looking forward to my session.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pradhan. And I would like to request all the seafarers and later on whoever will listen us during on Sailor Today YouTube, which is live streaming it this session, that please join his session because I have been interacting with Mr. Tushar for last 12, 13 years since the time I'm in Mumbai. And I can tell you that no better teacher on finance can be for seafarers than him. And do see it for yourself, and then you decide that how his session can help you. Of course, the session will be only for 1.5 to max 2 hours. That will not be able to cover the entire thing. But then I can request him, if given an interest, if Seafarers is giving me interest, then I can request him to make it a full plan, full course for you guys. And also it is part of DGMA curriculum under the Sagar Mein Yog, where he has given a full curriculum on on financial well-being. So I can request Mr. Tushar to cover the entire topics, provided I get a good feedback from all of you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Over to you, Prateek, for mentors now.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. So at Seafarers Global, we believe that learning becomes more meaningful when it is supported by the guidance and experience and mentorship. Our mentors represent the spirit of for the seafarer, with the seafarer, by the seafarer. So, may I invite Captain Sharma to please speak few words and Captain Sharma, over to you, please.
So before Captain Sarma, I would like to request Sahira to share the mentors video. I would like to give a special gratitude to all our mentors, and then of course I will call all my mentors one by one to speak. Thank you so much for sharing this video. And I'm really thankful to all my mentors because whatever we are able to do, the weekly session that we have been doing it for last so many years now is all because of the mentors that we have. And some of the mentors who are here now, who will be also joining as our facilitator. Plus, they are always available online to support us. And I would like to request now Captain Sarma to speak as a mentor, how he has been helping seafarers, young seafarers, and how it has been a great journey to all of us. Thank you and a lot of gratitude, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Absolutely, Amresh. And it's not just me. It's Captain Saran. I can see him, so many others who have joined in on these sessions that we have had on Sundays. It's a cross learning for all of us, and it's so nice that based on the experiences they have had, not only me and not only the other mentees are benefiting, but it cascades, it goes through, it escalates and goes elsewhere. So all these efforts are larger than just that small gathering that we have of 20, 30 people on Sundays. It goes much larger than that. We may not realize it now, but years later, something that you've spoken today has an impact on somebody's life, and then on to somebody else. So paying forward, like they say. So what we are doing is also just paying forward what we have learned from our seniors, our elders, our benefactors in the merchant fleet. We're just paying that forward, and glad to do so and continue, as long as I can. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Captain Mahapatra has left because our program has extended more than 2 hours, but he has sent our his well-wishing for this program. Now I would like to invite Captain Philip Matthew, sir. If you can unmute yourself and say a few words. He has been our great support and always available to mentor us. Captain Philip Matthew, sir, can you hear me? Okay. Captain Saran, sir, Captain Philip Matthew has joined from USA, maybe the time zone difference. But Captain, yes, Sharan, sir, over to you. Maybe you can unmute and switch on your camera, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. Actually, very difficult to speak after so many stalwarts.
Can you switch on your camera, sir? Can you switch on your camera?
Camera's on. Can you see me now?
No.
It shows me on here.
Yeah, camera's on. We can see you.
Oh, we can see you. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care.
Sorry for that interruption. Like I said, very difficult to speak after hearing all the stalwarts. Most of them have been my mentors, actually. And I think the only reason Amresh probably has picked me to speak on this is of a recent sailing experience, having just hung up my sea boots about 6 months back. So maybe it's that perspective. As seafarers, we as managers, we know shipping is about 80% from sea. Yet the human being moving the cargo faces a daily cocktail of stresses, unmatched by almost any other industry, so to speak. And we ask crew to manage heavy machineries, navigate unpredictable weather, and maintain peak vigilance while suffering from chronic fatigue and deep isolation, actually, which is from the current generation. In the olden days, we probably had more outlets at sea. For decades, the maritime industry treated safety as a matter of rule following. When things went wrong, the easiest answer was to blame human error, actually. By a truly resilient industry cannot be built on blame itself. Human performance isn't about expecting people to be perfect. It is about systems that allow them to succeed. It means moving from a culture of compliance to a culture of care. This requires a mind shift, and which I think is what this program is actually geared up for. Shore management cannot treat vessels today like abstract data points on a screen. Providing 24/7 shore-side psychological support is now a basic necessity for people associated from the families. When we actually invest in human performance, we are not just checking a corporate social responsibility box. We are protecting lives, safeguarding multi-million-dollar assets, and ensuring the stability of global supply chains. Let's stop asking crews to adapt to broken systems. Instead, let's design systems that support them, because a resilient industry begins with a supportive crew. And it's actually great to see such initiatives coming from the industry within. And young people like Captain Amresh Jha, young maybe in age, maybe, but with a lot of experience. And specifically, seafarers today, they need these outlets. Times have changed. Captain Mahapatra and Captain Bhasin. Captain Bhasin, I remember, spoke of the days when we could take it. Times are different. Social structures have changed. So I'm quite sure these programs, and I'm so glad to be able to be a part of it now that I have more time assured. So we'll look forward to joining these programs and taking further parts. And thanks to everybody around. Thank you, sirs. Thank you very much. And Jai Hind. Happy Independence Day to all.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request my next mentor, Captain Pandey, to unmute and switch on camera and speak few words.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir, and we can see you as well. You're traveling in car.
Yes, I'm in the other area right now. Good afternoon and happy Independence Day to everybody. See, this program that I have been associated with, I started with Captain Amresh Jha, and it's really good. I fully agree with Bhatia Sahab, who said that during our time, if it was there, then we would have been much better, you know. So I agree with him, and I agree also that he has started at 40, and Captain Bhasin has started at 50, and now I have started at 60. So that is the thing I can say. My association with this initiative are basically I have seen that seafarer, the present day seafarer, they want everything to be done very quickly, very fast, and basically for the certification documentation part, they have some problem somewhere. And because of the association with Seafarers Global, no, I must have got maybe 20, 25, 30 requests that, that CTC is stuck or SIT is stuck or dangerous cargo endorsement is problem or their sea time is not getting checked or uploaded, etc. And because of this Seafarer Global and the network that we had, Captain Azad and Captain Topno, Captain Daniel, and other people, that I've seen Captain Nitin Mukesh, they all helped and got it done, So that is also a resilience part of thing, I say. Everybody together, we are making it possible, and the full credit has to go. The person who has linked everybody is Captain Amresh Haji. So I thank him and I wish him all the best. And that's all I would like to say, Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. I said this kind of program and sessions that we have been able to conduct all because of the mentors, all because of the mentees. And all these mentors are helping mentees not only during their office hours, but also out of office hour, after office hour, on weekends, on the day when they're off. And now I would like to request Captain Philip Matthews, sir, who has I always mention whenever I meet him online that he has helped me. I mean, when I approached him for the first time, I was not knowing, sir. He was working at that time as a personal department head with SCI. And I was looking for to conduct some program for my company. At that time, I was working with Williamson. And I was looking for MTI place, the auditorium which MTI had, because we want to show the practical demonstration of some of the equipments which Unitor Williamson used to sell. And without knowing me, I never met him and just went and requested, and instantly he said, yes, why not? You go and meet so and so person, he's in charge, please request him. He shown me the way, I followed, and it worked out. And that these are the, I would say, examples which encourages me to continue what I'm doing it. Same way, Captain Pandey, when I met him for the first time in about 10, 12 years back, we just met, we were not knowing. Same Captain Sarma, all my mentors that I am introducing, all the mentors who has not only helped me as a mentee, but also helping the younger generation, are all doing just because they want to give back to the society. So we have already crossed a lot of time in this inauguration ceremony, but I would like to welcome you and share some thoughts on this inauguration. And you're joining from USA. I know it's very early morning there. Thank you so much. That makes our mentors so special. Over to you, sir.
Happy Independence Day to everybody. Yes, I am in Boston. I have been listening from 5:30 in the morning. And first and foremost, let me congratulate Captain Amresh Jha. Ever since I first met him, he has just amazed me. The initiative and the drive and the persistent, he is determined. He will achieve what he wants, and he is so much committed to seafarers and their welfare. The basic thing of, I am so happy that I got up today morning and listened to Dr. Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, Mr. Bhatia, and they are such huge leaders and who can drive us, and the way they are persistently working towards doing something for our community is admirable. But above all, I have not met a person like Captain Amresh Jha who has been so selfless and he is so committed. Every Sunday at 10:30 to 12, the way he conducts for all the seafarers is admirable. And this is a program, this program on resilience and meditation is one thing today which is essentially needed for all seafarers, especially because we are in a era, as rightly mentioned by Captain Nalin Pandey, my colleague, that everybody is in a hurry to achieve everything. And this hurry tends to create a road rage, and our nerves need to be calm. There is nothing wrong with the generation today or my generation. It's all the same. It is the level of exposure which has brought about this change. But I'm very happy and I congratulate Amrita, my dear colleague and friend, to have brought out this, and congratulations, and I wish it all success. All my predecessors have fought hugely, spoken hugely, and I'm so happy, and I really wish all the best, and I will definitely participate in all the 8 sessions of this program. Thank you so much and all the very best.
Thank you so much, sir. It has always been blessings that we are receiving from you and all the sessions you are joining across the globe wherever you are traveling. So thank you, all mentors. Now, next is Captain Naib, sir. He's joining from Goa. Captain Naib, sir, maybe you can unmute yourself and, if possible, please switch on the camera.
તમે પાછળ અમારો જો ભાઈ હા તો એમને તો આદત છે ને આદત છે અમને આદત છે જે કોઈ ટીમ ઉપસ્થિત હોય મેડમ સ્ટેજ પાસે આવીને ચાલો ઘોડો નારિયેલ ઘોડો ઉપસ્થિતિ નોંધાવી જાય ઘોડો ઘોડો તમને વારંવાર વિનંતી કરવામાં આવે છે જે ટીમ ગ્રાઉન્ડ પર ઉપસ્થિત હોય સ્ટેજ પાસે આવીને પોતાની ઉપસ્થિતિ
Some difficulties with technology as usual. That's no problem. He will join us back. And before he joined, now I would like to request Pratik. What is the next now?
So now we have to give the orientation to the participants and course commencement part.
Yeah.
We can go ahead.
Yeah, by the time the Captain Kubur joins, we would like to request all of you to go through the details that we are sharing on WhatsApp. And I think you have already seen all our facilitators, right from Mr. Bhatia, Captain Vinit Ranawat, Tushar Pradhan, Dr. Snehal Deshpande, Dr. Pramod. Some of the facilitators have not been able to join. Dr. Aranya S. Rao, she is working with Niti Ayog. She is a scientist. She has done her PhD from IISc Bangalore, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. She will be taking session on climate well-being. Just imagine the type of facilitators we have. You have already met our facilitator as well as mentor, Captain Sharma. He will be taking about environmental well-being, but not about Marpol and other things. It will be something else. So please do hear that from him. And you have seen all our mentors. Some of the mentors were not able to join, like Captain Ashok Mahapatra was there, but it has been going on for 3 hours now, so he has moved out. But he is always there to support us. Some of the mentors may not be able to join because they're traveling, but they are always available on the group. So the session will start, this course will start from 23rd August. First session will be on maritime resilience to the seafarers. For the seafarers will be conducted by Captain Vinit Ranawat. And then you can every Sunday, as I said, every Sunday, 10:30 to 12, the program will be hosted on platform that we are today. It will be on Team, and it will be recorded also. It will be available on Sailor Today Media as well. I will just see if Captain Kubur Saab can join. Otherwise, we'll move to next. 1 minute. Captain Saab, can you come now? By the time he joined, just want to brief you, Captain Naib Saab has been associated with us as a mentor right from the beginning. And he's not able to join, but as you can see, he's on the screen. So there's some technical glitch, but just want to brief you. Very senior master mariner, very good expertise on offshore industry. He's been teaching to the various maritime institute, and he's always available to the Seafarers Global as a mentor. So do take whenever you're joining in Seafarers Global Group, all these mentors are available to help you out. As I said, without any expectation. Their only reason to help is to give back to the society. Now over to you, Pratik.
Thank you, sir. Very well said, sir, regarding Captain Naib. We have already seen his expertise and the guidance what he has given us till now. From last almost 3 years, we have been doing this mentors mentees session every Sunday, and Captain Naib has been in each and every session. He has been joining without any excuse, without any absence. So yes, definitely, guys, people can take the guidance from him. He has immense knowledge. Since we now bring this event to a close, I would like to invite Ms. Sahira Asiwal, a very active member of the Seafarers Global community, without whom this event wouldn't have been so successfully executed. She led the entire system from within without being the face of the community. This Independence Day, we want to thank our female strength, and I would request Ms. Sahira Asiwal to take over and formally close the session, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening to everyone and happy Independence Day to all. As we come to the close of a truly meaningful day, it falls to me to say what all of us in this room are feeling right now. Thank you so much. They say a ship never reaches a harbor on its own power alone. It moves because every hand that trimmed a sail, charted a course, or simply stood a watch. Today, this session was full of such heads. So before we close, allow me 2 moments to acknowledge each one of them. To the two who gave this initiative both its approval and its purpose, Shri Shyam Jagannathan, an IAS, the Director General of Maritime Administration and Additional Secretary to the Government of India. Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, retired IAS, former Secretary to the Government of India, former Capt Maharashtra, former Chairman, Mumbai Port Trust, Kandla Port Trust, Indian Port Association. To our guides at helm, Captain A.K. Azad, a Nautical Advisor, Additional Director General of Shipping, Nautical. Captain Nitin Mukesh, Deputy Nautical Advisor, Senior Deputy Director General for Crew Welfare. To our fellow navigators, each carrying forward at different chapters of the maritime story. Captain M.P. Bashim, Master, Chairman, CMMI, Shri Kaushik Sil, President, IMEI, Ms. Anjali Bapat, a Regional Facilitator, Heartfulness Institute, Ms. Sanjam Shahi Gupta, a founder of Maritime CEO, member of National Shipping Board, Ms. Aishwarya Gupta Pelankar, a Managing Director of Nautical Marine Management, Vice Chairman to International Maritime Federation, Mr. Vikash Bonde, a Regional Coordinator of Heartfulness at Work, to the Heartfulness Institute for teaching us that resilience is built as much as in stillness as in storm. to our faculty, facilitators, Seafarers Global Mentors, the guiding voice of the 8 weeks ahead. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to walk beside every participant and not ahead of them. To our mentees, wider maritime communities, and shipping companies who continues to believe in this cause, and to every seafarers and maritime professional who joined us today. You are not the audience of this story. You are its author. We also like to thank Alta Pulses Global for its steady support throughout this journey. They have stood by this initiative like a true backbone, quietly holding everything together. Thank you, Sailors Today, for covering today's event live and for the constant support you have shown across all over our online webinars. So, on this Independence Day, as the nation charts its own course forward, may this small initiative help our seafarers navigate theirs. We look forward for setting the sail together. The course begins on 23rd August 2026. Let this be the compass we steer by. Resilient in adversity, mindful in action, compassionate in leadership, excellent in performance. With gratitude to everyone who helped this ship leave the harbor today. Thank you. Thank you so much for the seafarers, with seafarers, by seafarers. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sahira.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sahira. I must thank Sahira and Pratik for all the hard work that they have done it behind the scene. And some of the members like Amit, Hassan, and few members who are not able to join today, but they have always been equally participating and they have been always helpful to us and contributed to our sessions wherever we have conducted. I must mention a special thanks to Sahira and Pratik because we have done so many no trial run, mock run, and they are always available. They are in different zone. They are in Dubai, but still on working days they have worked. I mean, they have done trial run with me. So special thanks to Sahira and Pratik. Thank you so much. I must mention few name here without which this program will not be possible. HIMT Director and Honor Mr. Sanjay Vakil, FOSMA, MASA, FSUI. I don't know if Manoj ji is here. If Manoj ji is here, I must thank him for all the support. Nosi, of course, Priyanka, Aswarya has already spoken. She is always there. And there are end number of people who has been with us on this kind of initiative that we have been taking. So though the official program will launch on 23rd August, that is next Sunday, but tomorrow we have kept one program on heartful communication. All are welcome to join that session. The link will be only available on our group, which is Sailor Today Executive Certificate Group. Only the interested one, because just because it is free of cost, we don't want it to be perceived that it is just casual. We want some willingness from you. That is the only requirement. Willingness to learn. And for that, you have to the only thing that you need is your willingness. Please listen to them. Please learn from them and utilize it practically wherever you are working. So thank you so much again on behalf of Seafarers Global. I thanks my mentees. I thanks my mentors. I thanks my all the facilitators, all the shipping communities who have joined from across the globe and made this inauguration ceremony so great on the auspicious day of 80th Independence Day of our country. There cannot be a better day than this to celebrate, to inaugurate this kind of program. A special thanks for DGMA sir, in spite of his traveling, in spite of his busy schedule, he joined from airport. There was some issue with his voice, with his network. In spite of all that, he has joined. So, and most importantly, he's always ready to support this kind of initiative. Azad sir, thank you so much for joining. Captain Nitin Mukesh, you're doing so great with the initiative for welfare that you have taken, and always ready to help, always ready to present. Today also, though he was busy, he was traveling, he's on the road, still he could join. He's there on the with the session because of network, he could not speak. And so many people who have shown willingness to join, but because they were traveling or there was some other commitment, they could not join today's session, but they are with us on this program. They are always available to help seafarers. So reach out to Seafarers Global for whatever mentoring session that we're doing it, about this course that we're doing it. We will see how much willingness you have shown for this course. Based on that, we can make a deeper module for each section. Each of these 8 can be a deeper module. All our facilitators are ready to help us with the taking this session on a deeper level, but provided we see that response from the seafarers. If they are interested, we will definitely design a course for them for each section: wellness, economical wellness, financial wellness, cultural wellness, environmental wellness. Leaders at sea. Samar Sinha, I must mention about him. Samar Sinha is doing a session for us as people at sea. You might have seen his Instagram video, YouTube videos. He has got millions of followers. And when you hear him, you will understand what kind of value he will add to this session. He will be talking especially about people at sea, communication, and all that aspect that you will probably need when you go out at sea, or you are already working, how you can improve that. And Heartful Communication course session tomorrow will be just adding that value to what you needed while at sea. How communication can be non-violent as well as affirmative. All those things are there for you during this session. So many big stalwarts are here to support us as and when we need. With this, I thank you everyone and wish you again very happy Independence Day and Jai Hind. Thank you so much. We'll close this ceremony now. Over to you, Pratik.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all the mentors and the mentees and all the seafarers joining this session with us. Our humble request is we have been posting the Google Forms every then and now in the group. Whosoever are interested, please fill up your details in the Google form, and we'll be sending the email link with the course starting date and whatever is the schedule for the course. We'll be sending you via email. And do join this program with full sincerity. It's definitely going to help you guys. Thank you, everyone.
I just want to mention that there will be certificate issued for this program. We will have an orientation and we will tell you about the certificate. We will issue the certificate in association with Heartfulness Institute only after completion of 8 course. Once you finish all 8 modules, you will get a certificate. And how will we know? We will have the attendance. Once you join the session, we will know the attendance. Once you join the complete session, all 8, you will get the certificate from Seafarers Global and Heartfulness Institute. Also, I would like to thank Ambika Yog Kutir. Sri Ambika Yog Kutir will be conducting a session on Hatha Yoga. So if you are interested in that kind of Hatha Yoga and all, they please join us on 11th October. They will they will conduct this. And I have now left. I will now invite at the end, but I say not the list, is Captain Nazir Upadhyay, who is my personal mentor and who has been backbone of Seafarers Global. I have kept him for the last, and he's there. You can imagine for last 3-4 hours he's there. So Captain Upadhyay, sir, please, over to you. The last word, sir. Last word from you before we end.
Thank you, Amresh. It's a great initiative, and I can see all mentors are willingly coming forward to help the seafarers. Nothing more from my side. I'll be always with you. You know that. And we'll continue. I'll be there in all sections. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Saab. You are a backbone, and this shows that you are there for last 4 hours for this. It says the initiatives and Philip Matthew and all that mentors who have joined across the globe. Thank you so much, sir. Nothing more to add. With this, I will end the session. And it has been almost 4 hours. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll close the event now. Pratik, Saira will close the event. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
So, Pratik, can you hear me now? Saira?